so many bursts on the side of Weibo Gaming, especially with the Kazakhs and the Zoe as well. I wonder what's gonna be their ADC this time around, because they can still pick up the Zeri or something like a Lucian here for Duan, just those high damage champions for them to be able to establish great performance in the early game.
Azrael going to get banned away here, which is one potential answer and responds to Deceiver. They want Duan to play the Ashe once again, and now Lucian is left open though, so there is a potential that Duan will just be settling for the Lucian. So no more of that Ashe. I don't think, because that Ashe pick, although it was good at the early stages of the game, it clearly lacked damage from mid-game.
Oh yeah, I mean Ashe, yes, there is the arrow, but especially against Gal, when there's a Galio or a Fiora that can tank it up as well, alongside with a Vi of Zaupi, you might be, it might be better for you to just pick up a different. Oh man, there's only one time we have seen this as well so far in this tournament, and it was a loss as well. But if there's anyone that can use this champion flawlessly, it's Zaupi.
Zaupi, it's either the Vi or the Wukong. It's all about playing for the team. I will be the one to engage onto their primary targets. And you look at the lineup here of WBG, you can engage on Zoe, Lucian, and even on Kazakhs, and can burst them down. You have the follow through coming from Mitsura, and this is a lot easier to execute. I know that he had a very good performance on the Fizz, but his ults were not connecting. At least using the Akali, perfect execution, a lot easier to use.
So easy for Mitsura. This is as well a great response to game number 1. I think Mitsura wants to give Faye a taste of his own medicine, especially after so many attempts of Faye a while ago in game 1 to burst the members of NAOS Esports, and they have the composition to allow the platform for Mitsura to just be laid out. I mean, there's the Wukong Cyclone, there's the Gragas ult, there's the movement speed as well by Mirmo. Oof.
I have a question for you, Guillaume. When was the last time that an APAC team was able to win against a CN team 2-0?
I don't even remember much.
Has that ever happened? Has that ever happened is the question. I think it happened before. It was Rare Atom. It was against Rare Atom. It was NAOS Esports. I remember that was the Ashe game, in where NAOS Ashe did become the legendary pick that you have to deny from Mirmo over and over again. But outside of that game, I cannot remember when was the last time that APAC was able to 2-0 a CN team.
Well, I don't think there's ever one as well here on Season 2, right?
So it was just NAOS that was able to do it, yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
I mean,
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because every win by an APAC team against a CN team, everyone gets excited, right? And everyone remembers it, and that's most of the wins has been, a game 3 nailed by
game 3 or like reverse sweep, something like that.
Right. Off of a very good, I think against FTX they also was able to get a 2-0. I remember that was Wraith, right? On the Gragas. Was that a 2-0 last season?
I believe it was I think it was a reverse sweep as well. I have to look back in order to like
You
confirm.
don't have the records of last season anymore though.
I have. I backed it up.
Okay. Good. Now, as Giang is trying to get that,
it was 2-0.
It was 2-0. So NAOS Esports is the only team that has been getting 2-0s against the CN team. So if they get the 2-0 against Weibo Gaming, it will definitely not be the first time. So, oh man, talk about a team that has been. Can we say it? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say CN Conference Team Slayers. I don't want to do that as of yet. I don't want to jinx them, but they're close to that pedestal.
And to think that this time they are just gonna be establishing great control once again. This is such a massive development of this team, and we can't help but just feel happy for everyone, especially for everyone that has been consistently supporting this team, these players. This time around though is struggling a little bit in the top lane, especially with the exchanges of damage. Tactical sweep does allow you to have better sustain, especially if you're gonna be able to deny those vitals being procced up.
But then again, it's, you know, in the 1v1 matchup between the Camille and the Fiora, those lunges will be very important just to close in the gap and make sure that the tactical sweep won't have its full effect. Now in the bot lane though, we have to remember that NAOS Esports surrendered a lane kill against a duo of Weibo Gaming, and you look at Fan, he's smelling blood right now.
He wants to get those kills, wants to get that first blood. NAOS Esports will be walking away for now, gifting at least some plates here.
Zihan has to be careful, he's level 5 and so has to be respected here by NAOS Esports. There was a counter play being prepared on the top side if in case that Weibo Gaming will continue to pursue the tower dive, but it's clear that this bot lane is already being won by Weibo Gaming once again, because like it's hard to win against Lucian, truly.
I mean, the aggressiveness, the counter plays, especially when the Ornn can just provide so much crowd control as well and peel, it's gonna be a bit challenging, more challenging than usual, especially that the Severe doesn't really have that much damage as well in the early game compared to the Lucian as well. But later on team fights, like 12 minutes, 15 minutes, that's when the Severe can just really shine, especially that they do have Fiora, Wukong, and the Kali.
This is the window that Xiaopi wants to fully maximize, right? At 3 minutes, you can still use your Cyclone just in time. Oh, there you go.
Faye still is okay. Zappy actually is taking too much damage. Sleepy Trouble Bubble going to be connecting as well. Span is just going to be closing the distance. Low is there. Unable to get the kill. At least NAOS Esports and Weibo Gaming are fine.
Yeah, I was about to say, right? Like, this is the timing that you want to use your Cyclone just because it will still be available at 5 minutes. You know, window timings on where all our junglers, or all the junglers here in the pro scene, knows their timings. Now, that will be no first blood for both sides, and this is a lot closer compared to game number 1 in terms of early game.
Yeah, it's still just an early game. A while ago, we did see a couple of changes happening already, right?
This a 3-0-0 start for Kong.
However, we do see a bit of gold being injected towards the carry series of Weibo Gaming despite no kills, just through the macros, just through the denials as well, in the top lane, in the bottom lane as well, with the pressure they have established. So this is actually a great sign for Weibo Gaming right now.
Yep, Weibo Gaming is trying to play it safer this time. Have to remember that, you know, in game number 1, they went for like skirmish after skirmish, and where they did not really want to give an advantage to Calm split push, and inadvertently that happened, and then that spelled the demise of Weibo Gaming overall. Now Calm is actually getting the chunk of damage. Margo!
Oh, almost
aggressive.
Oh, yeah, no hesitations at all. Did not even second guess himself. Just commits on it.
Yeah, but that's the on the hunt and explosive gas committed prior to 5-minute objective time. I don't think I agree with that play coming in from Margot, but you know, you have to do it against the CN teams. You have to surprise them.
Let's see if they are going to be surprised, because a Battlestar is more surprising, especially in terms of damage. Sleepy Trouble Bubble going to be connecting here onto the Zero as well. Xiaopi just getting kited. They're taking too much damage. Call of the Porchard going to be using onto Xiaopi. Mirimu is trying to dissuade this Zoe right now, but it's actually taking too much damage. It has to fall back. Battlestar going to be there as well. Zihan being chased out by Mitsura. They will not get the kill just yet, but Mirror's gonna be taken out, and Weibo Gaming now pushing them. Margo gonna be sacrificed this time around. Xiaopi as well tries to re-engage, but will not be able to get anything. Gets taken out instead, and Weibo Gaming can just go on this dragon.
Yeah, Weibo Gaming surely has the early game advantage after that 5-minute botched execution coming from NAOS. I saw a 1v1 between Mirmo and Finn. That is not a 1v1 that you would win as a Sivir against the Zoe. You see that there's a chase. Another flash was picked up here by Finn. It's just an easy execute coming in from the mid laner of Weibo Gaming. Now Xiaopi, again, it took him a long time to take down this dragon. That's the thing. It's a 2-4-2 special though for Weibo Gaming. Now they get their Herald, now they get the dragon, now they take everything.
It's because of the odd target selection that NAOS Esports actually had there. Mirmo had a different target, Margo was engaging onto a different one, and Zappy was engaging onto a different champion as well. It's much better for them to patch it up in target 1 so that they can help each other out as well.
This is also the concern I have, right? Like Margot, we're already investing the explosive cask just to engage on the top side, made it so that it was not available for a disengage in the bottom area. That's a problem, right? If you are a fan of NAOS Esports, now you are seeing a clear-cut deficit. At 7 minutes, that's a lot of tower plates that was taken easily by Weibo.
A tower taken out as well. And Weibo Gaming, 6,000 gold lead. Just say 5.5, but still, this is a massive lead by Weibo Gaming this time around on a great scaling composition as well. This later on, Camille is going to be doing a lot, but this time he is doing so much already. Wow, the tower though! One more, and it would have been taken out. So that's a great result there for Calm at the very least to be able to be safe. But
another one.
Top lane Duan is going to get traded out. This tower should be falling down as well.
Calm is unbelievable. Like, just the fact that he survived that all-in was an overall positive for NAOS Esports. That trade was definitely to their side. But let's look at that replay once again, and that is the cancellation and the call of the Forge God. Immediately gets taken down is the Warren, their support, and Duanyu is the second victim here by Zalpi and Mitsura, and at least some signs of life for NAOS.
NAOS Esports again. This is why so many people just continue to believe in NAOS Esports, because they give them so much hope. But this time they have to come back so much. Mitsura getting chased this time around. Should gonna be used to try and create some distance. It's gonna be used, but still the perfect execution. Pan is still gonna be able to stay alive. It's getting the kill onto the Akali. Mirmod in the bottom lane though, trying to deal damage here. Sleepy Trouble Bubble connecting, but not the Pad Star. Calm this time around has to disengage. Gkan is gonna be here with Zihan. The charge is gonna be parried away. Battle Star, Sleepy Trouble Bubble. This will not be able to help this time around.
And for the entire time, their Dragon Laner is on the top side, just taking down more advantages for himself. That was Mitsura. I believe he messed up his combo, and that I think is the reason why he did not get that execute against the Kazakhs. And Weibo Gaming is now back at the forefront of everything. They stopped any form of momentum that NAOS Esports was trying to build.
Oh man, this is starting to be a much bigger, taller, higher mountain to climb for NAOS Esports. 9,000 gold lead, going 10,000 at 9 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
But this is NAOS Esports we're talking about. We have seen
Super
many
hard.
teams already be able to come back from 10,000 gold lead, 11,000 gold lead, some even 12,000 gold lead with just one fight.
You know, when you're trying to play RPGs, right? And then the difficulty was, I would say, incorrectly placed into insane mode. You get just insta one hit by the bosses. It feels that way for NAOS Esports, because whatever they do, the response by Weibo Gaming, just from sheer item advantage and gold advantage, is just making it hard for them to make a play. But again, NAOS Esports, they're not yet out of the game. Sure, they're down, but not yet out.
Not yet. It has been a clean game by Weibo Gaming, but they haven't picked up this win just yet. And there's still ways for NAOS Esports to come back here in this game. They are attempting to stall this out. Again, this is a great scaling composition with lots of crowd control. Fan is doing a really good job getting this Dragon Staff for them. So just like game number 1, they would have soul point advantage.
This is problematic for NAOS. Now they are pressured to fight them at the 15-minute mark, right? Because that's the goal. If you're Weibo Gaming, you want to make sure that this game will not prolong to a point that all the carries coming from NAOS will have a fighting chance, especially knowing that you have the advantage. You want them to fight you. NAOS, meanwhile, tries to evade, tries to go for trades, and so far, so good for them. But Weibo Gaming is still standing tall, standing strong with the 10k advantage already.
Oh yeah, 11 minutes still is fine, applying pressure in every single part of the map. Fan though in the vicinity, just checking Calm out. Margo as well, just protecting, helping out as well. So the rest of NAOS Esports is just getting ready if ever Weibo Gaming commits here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, there's a 4k gap in the jungle role alone. Like a huge chunk of the gold disparity is between Zaupi and Fan, and one would say that that's actually a better outcome overall if you're a fan of NAOS. At least that gold advantage is not on the carries. Never mind.
100 to 0 instant.
Oh man. death recap, you press on it, and at least you will know how long it took for you to be taken down. I guess, you know, safe to say it's less than a second, surely. It's like, boom!
Yeah. Oh, man. That is gonna be trauma for Mirmo, for sure.
That's like my salary, right?
No! Especially when there's a sale. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. The GG sir. The banner is still
Steel.
gonna be taken here by Weibo Gaming as they commit here to the members of NAOS Esports. Absolutely no way to take it away from them as they continue to flex their muscle power here in this game.
This should be out of reach now. Close to insurmountable. Weibo Gaming can just play it out. Go for a triple lane split push setup. And destroy the inhibitor towers of NAOS Esports. This is when NAOS Esports should be thinking about the next game, right? Because this is super far from you know, coming
so
back.
far.
Yeah, this
so
is
far.
just a massive gap overall. But Calm, by the way, is still very formidable. Even with him being under leveled, he's on form. By the way, he's, you know, the peak form Baron laner. While we wait for Chami, I guess it's safe to say that he's the best Baron laner the Philippines can offer.
Yeah. However, on this Fiora, he's definitely struggling to have impact in this game, especially that he cannot split push because the other lanes are being pressured right now. Margo gonna go in with the cast! Gets the 1 euro, he's gonna get taken down as well. Collins Lord God gonna be actually denied from hitting the members here of NAOS Esports. Bando is gonna be here in the vicinity, but NAOS Esports is gonna be fine. Checking him out as well. Zihan flashing out. Grandchild is gonna be used trying to chase him down. This is the opportunity that we have. They said a while ago, you're taking it without hesitation. They have taken one already. Unable to get the others here from Weibo Gaming. They can still turn onto them. CP Trouble Bubble gonna be connecting. No follow-up just yet.
Thing here, Giyang, is if the gold disparity was 5k less than it is right now, maybe, just maybe, NAOS's chase down potential would allow for them to get more kills, get more prize, and possibly just even deny this dragon. But the advantage is just too big, just too severe, and it's really becoming a landslide right now. Even though Weibo Gaming lost their AD carry, it did not stop them to threaten NAOS Esports in that clash. And wow, okay.
And there's no objective as well that can be taken. No Baron, no
truly.
Dragon, so nothing to be fight for except for just the one kill a while ago.
Yeah. They need one more team fight like that in Mitsuru.
Oh no. He's just hiding under the shroud. They actually
Under the
immediately
shroud.
lock him in place as Zaupi is trying to help out. The Cyclist is going to be there for the knock-up. Mirma as well is going to be going. Joining again! Mitsuru just getting the kill this time around. Doing you. Trying to help out. The damage still pure coming in here from Weibo Gaming. And they're just going to be cleaning everyone out with the help of Faye, of course. With this Zoe, massive damage comes through. And it's only Calm left to defend this base. But what can you do when 3 people are on you? Pretty much nothing. The base is crumbling. Weibo Gaming just wanting to push this to a game number 3 already. Wanting this to get over with. Calm still trying to hold the door for the team but will not be able to do so.
This is a good example as to why you cannot give a 5-minute advantage just like that. Because Weibo Gaming, if you give them a team fight win, if you give them a Rift Herald plus